In a world that constantly tells you who to be and what to do, it's time to reclaim your power. This is not a journey for the faint of heart, but for those who dare to rise, to shape their own destiny. In the next few minutes, we will explore how to break free from the chains of expectation and start living with purpose, passion, and authenticity. It's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment and begin crafting the life you deserve. This is your moment. Let's make it count. Embrace chaos as your gift. Chaos is not your enemy. It is your crucible. In the midst of upheaval, when the foundations of what you once knew crumble, lies the opportunity to rebuild. Destruction is not the end. It is the fiery beginning of something greater. You stand on the precipice, not of despair, but of transformation. Do you feel the weight of it? The pull of the unknown, the roar of the void calling you forward? That is not fear, it is potential. To resist chaos is to resist life itself. For what is life if not a constant dance of creation and destruction? Think of the forest, where old trees fall to nourish the soil, making way for new growth. So too must the outdated structures within you, your worn-out beliefs, your stagnant habits, be reduced to ash. Only then can the seed of your true self take root. The chaos you face now is not here to destroy you. It is here to forge you into something stronger, something truer. Do not cling to the ruins of what once was. Let them go, and in their place, build a fortress from the lessons they leave behind. Step into the storm, not as a victim, but as a creator, a sculptor of your own destiny. Feel the power in that. The universe does not waste chaos on the unworthy. It chooses those who are ready to rise above, those who are willing to see the beauty in the broken and the limitless potential in the void. Be bold, be relentless, let chaos shape you into the masterpiece you are destined to become. This is the moment of your becoming. Seize it. See the past as your teacher, not your prison. Your past is not a chain around your ankles. It is not a shadow that looms to consume you. It is a map, a jagged, intricate, blood-marked map that leads to your future. Every mistake, every misstep, every defeat you have endured is inked on that parchment, and its lines trace not your failures, but your growth. Do not turn away from it. To deny your past is to deny the very essence of who you are. Look instead with unflinching eyes at the chapters you have written, even the ones stained with pain and regret. There, in the cracks of your misfortunes, you will find the seeds of wisdom. The lessons are not hidden. They wait for you to be bold enough to claim them. You must see that what you call failures are not the end. They are the raw materials of transformation. The universe does not punish you with pain. It sharpens you with it. Those moments of despair, those nights when hope seemed a distant star, they have carved you into something more profound, something unbreakable. But only if you let them. If you cling to the past as a prison, you become its warden and its captive. Release the chains, learn, grow. The past is not a tomb, it is a teacher, harsh and unyielding, yet endlessly generous to those brave enough to listen. Take what it offers, the clarity of hindsight, the strength born of suffering, the resolve forged in the fires of regret. Then step forward, not as a victim of your history, but as its master. You are not bound to your yesterdays, you are elevated by them. Carry their lessons, not their weight. This is how you reclaim your power. This is how you begin again. Burn the bridges that no longer lead to light. There are bridges in your life that no longer serve you. They stand, weathered and crumbling, leading only to shadows, to places where your spirit cannot thrive. Yet still, you hesitate. You linger on the edge, clinging to memories of what once was, to the faint hope that these paths might somehow carry you forward. But they will not. They cannot. Understand this. Growth demands sacrifice. To ascend, you must abandon the weight that holds you down. There are connections, habits and comforts that have served their purpose and now rot in stagnation. They whisper to you, pleading for preservation, but their whispers are lies. Every moment you remain bound to them, you deny yourself the chance to step into the light of your becoming. Be ruthless. Cut the ties that tether you to mediocrity, to despair, to the familiar pain you have mistaken for safety. Do not fear the ashes left behind, for in their smoldering remains lies the promise of renewal, a life unshackled, a future unburdened. This is not a call to recklessness. It is a call to courage. To sever what no longer serves you is an act of profound self-love. It is a declaration that you refuse to be imprisoned by the ghosts of your past or the expectations of those who cannot see your vision. The bridges that lead to nowhere must burn, not out of hatred, but out of necessity. Watch the flames rise, feel their heat, and know that this fire is not destruction, it is liberation. On the other side of that fire lies a new path, untrodden and waiting for you to carve it with purpose. Step forward, do not look back. The light you seek is ahead, and it will not wait for those who refuse to leave the darkness behind. Learn to be alone, to rediscover yourself. Loneliness is not your enemy. It is your unspoken ally, your silent teacher. In the stillness where no voices intrude, where no distractions cloud your vision, you will find the clarity that the world has stolen from you. Yet, you fear it. You run from it. You fill your life with noise and company, mistaking their chaos for connection. But what if I told you that only in solitude can you uncover the truth of who you are? When you strip away the opinions of others, the expectations that suffocate, and the endless performance of your daily life, you're left with one thing, yourself. And though that may terrify you, it is also your salvation. The world has taught you to fear being alone, to equate it with failure, with rejection. But the greatest minds, the strongest spirits, the most unshakable souls, all of them learn to stand in the void of their own company and find strength there. It is in this space, free from distraction, that the seeds of transformation take root. Do not mistake loneliness for isolation. Isolation is a cage built of despair, but solitude is a temple, a sacred space where you are free to think, to feel, to create without interference. Here in the quiet, you will hear the voice of your own soul, whispering truths you have long silenced. Embrace this. Do not fear the silence, for it is within this silence that you will rediscover the fire that has always burned within you. You will find the courage to confront your deepest fears, to mend the fractures in your spirit, to reignite the passions you have buried beneath the noise of the world. To be alone is not to be abandoned, it is to be reborn. Step into the solitude. Let it strip away the illusions, the masks, the chains. Only then will you see yourself clearly. Only then will you truly begin to live. Create a new ritual of awakening. Each dawn is a gift, a blank page upon which the story of your life will be written anew. Yet how often do you squander it? How often do you rise with the weight of yesterday still clinging to you, letting the inertia of habit drag you into another day of the same? This must end. You cannot step into greatness by stumbling through your mornings. The first moments after you wake are sacred. They are the forge where your spirit is tempered for the battles ahead. Do not waste them in sluggishness or distraction. Instead, rise with intention. Rise as if the universe itself has summoned you to fulfill a purpose only you can claim. Craft a ritual, a ceremony of your own making that ignites the fire within you. Write down a thought that stirs your soul, a reflection that anchors you in meaning. Move your body, not out of obligation, but as an act of defiance against stagnation. Sit in silence, not to escape the world, but to connect with the infinite power that courses through you. This is not about discipline. It is about transformation. Each morning, you have the power to set the tone for your day, to choose who you will be and how you will face the world. When you create a ritual that aligns with your highest self, you are no longer a passive participant in life. You become its architect, its sculptor, its master. Imagine the force of it, a life in which every day begins not with the dull repetition of the past, but with the sharp electric clarity of purpose. This is your moment, your chance to seize the day before it seizes you. Rise with intention, begin with power. Let each dawn become the first step in the constant rebirth of your soul. Stop waiting for the right moment. The perfect moment is a lie, a phantom conjured by fear to keep you bound in inaction. How many dreams have withered while you waited for conditions to align, for the stars to favor you, for the world to whisper, "Now is the time"? But the world owes you no such favor. The stars remain indifferent, and the time you wait for will never come, for it already exists. It is here, it is now. Every second spent waiting is a second wasted. Life does not pause for your hesitation. It moves relentlessly forward, carving paths for the bold and leaving behind those who stand idle. To wait for perfection is to surrender your power, to place the reins of your destiny in the hands of chance. This is not the way of the strong, the fearless, the creators of their own fate. Act now. Not because you are ready, but because readiness is an illusion. The flame of action ignites not when circumstances align, but when you decide to move despite their imperfection. The courage to begin, to step forward while the ground beneath you trembles. That is where true strength lies. Embrace the chaos. Let go of the need for certainty. Understand that every great endeavor, every monumental change was born not in comfort, but in the fire of risk. The path ahead will never be smooth. It will never be without obstacles, but it will be yours. And that is all that matters. So take the step, break the cycle. The moment you have been waiting for is not coming. It is already here. Seize it, for it is fleeting. The present is the only time you will ever own. Do not let it slip through your fingers while you wait for a perfection that will never arrive. Become your first hero. Do not wait for saviors. Do not seek your reflection in the deeds of others. The heroes you admire, the figures you place on pedestals, they are not your path, only reminders of what is possible. Their greatness is not meant to be worshipped, but to awaken the dormant power within you. Yet you hesitate, searching for inspiration where only imitation waits. Turn your gaze inward. The hero you long for is already there, buried beneath your doubts, your fears, your endless excuses. Ask yourself, what would you do if you were already the person you dream of becoming? Would you hesitate? Would you falter? Or would you act with the conviction of one who knows they are destined for more? Live as if you are already that person. The world will not hand you greatness. You must seize it. Each decision, each action, no matter how small, is a step toward the extraordinary. Do not wait for permission or validation. A hero does not ask for the right moment. They create it. The journey is not easy. You will falter. You will face resistance from the world and from within. But remember, to become your own hero is to face your demons, to fight battles no one sees, to rise again and again when the weight of life seeks to crush you. This is not a path of ease, it is a path of glory. Dare to act with the courage of your highest self. Speak with their voice, walk with their resolve. In doing so, you do not pretend, you become. The hero you seek is not in the distance. They are in the mirror, waiting for you to wake them. Take the first step. Become the legend you were born to be. Seek the light, even in the deepest darkness. There will come moments when the world feels as though it is collapsing around you, when shadows stretch endlessly, threatening to swallow you whole. In these moments, despair whispers that all is lost, that the darkness is absolute. But this is a lie, a cruel illusion designed to keep you shackled to suffering. For even in the blackest night, there is light. You must only have the courage to seek it. Crisis is not the end. It is the crucible of transformation. The pain you endure is not senseless. It is a teacher, harsh and unrelenting, but one that offers you the wisdom to rise stronger than before. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every failure holds within it a lesson, a spark of light that can illuminate the path forward. But to find it, you must look not with fear, but with purpose. Do not turn away from the darkness. Face it, step into it. Let it strip away what no longer serves you, what has kept you small and afraid. In the abyss, you will discover not just your resilience, but your power. The light you seek is not outside of you, it is within. It is born in the moment you refuse to be defeated, the moment you choose to rise despite the weight of the world. The greatest strength is forged in the most profound struggles. Do not curse the darkness for its presence. Thank it for the opportunity to grow, to evolve, to become the unshakable force you were meant to be. The light exists not in spite of the darkness, but because of it. Seek the lesson, seek the spark. In doing so, you reclaim your power over the shadows. You prove to yourself and to the world that no matter how deep the night, you will always find a way to shine. Learn to see beauty in imperfection. Perfection is the enemy of growth, for it hides the raw, untamed beauty of the flawed. You have been taught to despise imperfection, to see it as weakness, as something to hide or erase. But I tell you, your imperfections are not your shame, they are your potential. In them lies the very material from which your transformation can be forged. Embrace your cracks, your scars, your missteps, They are not obstacles. They are the foundation of your greatest strength. What is it that makes a diamond so precious? It is the pressure, the heat, the struggle beneath the surface. What makes a soul truly powerful is not its smoothness, its flawless exterior, but the battles it has fought, the lessons it has learned from its deepest wounds. In the very places where you feel weakest, there is an energy waiting to be unleashed. The parts of you that you hide, the corners of your being you fear to acknowledge, they are the birthplace of your most profound transformation. Do not run from them. Do not seek to change them out of shame. Instead, look at them with reverence. See in them the fire that will shape you, the raw material from which your greatest self will emerge. The world will tell you to strive for perfection, to hide your flaws, to wear a mask of strength. But true strength lies not in the absence of weakness, but in the courage to face it, to accept it, and to rise above it. It is in the imperfect, the broken, the incomplete, that the greatest beauty is found. You are not defined by your flaws. You are defined by how you transform them. Let your imperfections be the soil in which your true greatness takes root. Stop proving your worth to others. Your life is not a stage, and the world is not your audience. The applause, the praise, the approval you seek from others, it is fleeting, hollow, and ultimately irrelevant. You do not exist for their validation. Your worth is not measured by the applause of strangers, nor by the approval of those who do not truly see you. The moment you begin living for others is the moment you surrender your power. To seek external validation is to place your soul in the hands of those who cannot understand it. You become a puppet, controlled by the strings of others' expectations, their judgments, their desires. But this is not the life of a free spirit. This is the life of someone who has forgotten their own voice, drowned it in the noise of the world. You are the only judge of your life. You are the only one who can truly measure its value. The opinions of others are irrelevant. Let them fade into the background as you step into the arena of your own existence, not as a performer, but as a creator. You are both the architect and the critic of your own journey. To live for others' approval is to live a lie. To live for your own truth is to live with power. with purpose. Your life is not for show, it is for you to discover, to build, to experience. Stop seeking permission from the world to be who you are. You are already enough. The only applause you need is the echo of your own soul, the quiet but unwavering affirmation that you are living in alignment with your highest self. Let go of the need for external praise. Stop dancing to the tune of others. Become the composer of your own symphony. Your worth has never been in question. It has always been yours to claim. Become a hunter of small victories. In the pursuit of greatness, you may look to the horizon and feel overwhelmed by the vast distance between where you are and where you wish to be. The journey seems endless, the task insurmountable, and the mountain too steep to climb. But I tell you this, greatness is not achieved in one grand leap. It is forged in the relentless pursuit of small victories, the silent triumphs that accumulate over time, invisible to those who do not understand the art of the hunt. Each day, seek out these small victories. They are the hidden treasures, the quiet steps that move you forward when the world around you demands instant results. A single action, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you are becoming. It is in the consistency of these actions that your power is built, that your momentum is gained. The weak will wait for the big moment, the one defining action that will change everything at once. But the strong know that the path to mastery is paved with 1,000 tiny successes. It is the accumulation of these small wins, an extra hour of work, a moment of discipline, a choice made with purpose, that creates the foundation upon which greatness stands. Do not underestimate the small steps. Do not neglect the seemingly insignificant tasks. In the grand tapestry of your life, they are the threads that hold everything together. They are the practice, the discipline, the quiet commitment that will one day reveal the masterpiece of your existence. So become the hunter, not of the grand victories, but of the small ones. Track them down one by one and claim them as your own. In the end, it is not the giant leaps that define you, but the steady march, the relentless pursuit of progress, however minute it may seem. This is how you build a life of power. This is how you become unstoppable. Stop being a victim of circumstance. The world owes you nothing. The universe does not care about your struggles, your setbacks, your frustrations. It does not bend to your desires or conform to your expectations. You are not special, not privileged in the eyes of fate. And yet, it is within this very indifference that your power lies. Stop waiting for the world to change for you. Stop clinging to the illusion that someone, something, or some distant force will come to lift you from your misery. This is not a world of charity. It is a world of creation. And you are the creator of your own reality. The moment you accept this, the moment you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstance, is the moment your power is unleashed. No longer will you be at the mercy of external forces. You will become the architect of your existence, shaping it with the tools of your will, your choices, your actions, the life you dream of, the reality you wish to inhabit. It is not waiting for you to be chosen. It is waiting for you to claim it, to carve it from the chaos with your own hands. Your circumstances do not define you. They are the raw material from which you will shape yourself. Do not ask for permission to live your life. Do not plead for a turn at happiness, success, or fulfillment. Take what is yours. Demand more. Create more. The world may not care, but you can make it care. You are not a passive observer. You are the force that bends reality to your will. Make your life a work of art. Your life is not a mere existence to be endured, nor a series of moments to be passed through as quickly as possible. It is the canvas upon which you are the artist, and every action, every thought, every breath is a stroke of the brush. You hold the power to shape this masterpiece, to infuse it with your essence, your passion, your will. Understand this. To live is to create. Every decision you make, no matter how small, adds depth and meaning to the grand design of your life. The mundane is transformed when you approach it with intention. The ordinary becomes extraordinary when you choose to make it so. There is no room for passivity in the life of an artist. To merely go through the motions is to abandon your potential. Do not waste a single moment. Each day is another opportunity to deepen the lines, to add color, to refine the contours of your soul. You are the creator of your own destiny, and every stroke you make shapes the path that lies ahead. Let your life be bold, daring, and unapologetic. Let it sing with the vibrancy of those who know they are not merely living, they are creating. No one else will define your legacy. No one else will decide what your masterpiece looks like. This is your creation, this is your art, and you have the power to make it beautiful, to make it yours. So live with purpose, live with intensity. Let each moment be infused with the raw energy of someone who understands that they are not a bystander in their own life. They are the artist. Let your life become a reflection of your highest self, a testament to the greatness that lies within you. So, you are not bound by the limitations of the world around you. You are not defined by your past or by the expectations of others. The power to transform your life, to shape your destiny, lies within you. Every step you take, every choice you make, is a stroke of the brush on the canvas of your existence. So, stop waiting for the world to give you permission. Stop seeking validation from those who cannot see your potential. Embrace the chaos, face your imperfections, and take control of your own story. Your life is yours to create, and you are the artist of your fate. Let go of your fears, let go of your doubts. Rise above them, because the world does not shape you, you shape the world. And in that power you will find freedom, freedom to become the person you were always meant to be. Now go forward, live boldly, create your masterpiece. The only limit is the one you set for yourself. And remember, the light you seek is not somewhere out there. It is within you, waiting to burn brighter than ever before.